A very good evening, guys. My name is Amit Sani and I welcome you to Study IQ daily PIB analysis videos. These videos, they come in both Hindi and English languages in the evening, and in the morning the Hindu editorial analysis videos, they come both in Hindi and English. And PDFs you will get on the Study IQ Telegram channel and on the Study IQ website, and on my Facebook group also. I upload them daily. The group is Amit Sani Group for IAS Preparation. So you can follow me there also. And regarding the lesson, let's start it today. You see, it's a consistent journey for you people. Every day it's a fight. I know every day gets boring, every day becomes negative, but it's a consistent fight. And keep writing your story. After some time, after this phase will be over, and you will look back at this particular time, this particular phase. It is going to be a great memory for all of you people. And regarding the pen drive courses by Study IQ, these are extremely important courses created by experts, and inquire about them on these given numbers. Okay, reliable platform Study IQ as is, and apart from the current affairs section that is uploaded on YouTube daily, these static videos are going to be the extremely important help. So don't waste your money and don't waste your time. Sit at your home and be healthy and prepare for the exam. Next, the data regarding the inauguration of AgriVision 2019. Vice President in Hyderabad inaugurated this, and he gave some lofty bhashans here that have a positive bias towards agricultural sector. Long-term solutions needed to make farming sustainable. He said that these farm loan waivers like things, these are not long-term solutions, and they are nowhere going to contribute into this doubling of farmers' income. That's goal which is there for the government for 2022. So it is not going to help. It's a short-term measure, and it's a kind of a breather for the farmers today. So we have to look forward. We have to take those kind of steps, those kind of efforts, those kind of schemes which are needed and which are going to tackle the long-term goal of this farmers' dream, which is there for the doubling of income. And it was a 2-day conference on envisioning agri solutions for smart and sustainable agriculture, and it was in Hyderabad. He stressed the need for a concerted action from all stakeholders to find comprehensive long-term solutions. So as we all know, these are the normal goals here, and these loan waivers, he said, are not long-term solutions. Next report is regarding the Prime Minister's office. The data is regarding Prime Minister Modi. He inaugurated a very grand, important hospital. That's a state-of-art super specialty public hospital in Ahmedabad, and that the name is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Institute for Medical Sciences. It is going to be at the level of AIIMS-like institutions, and it is certainly going to be a model for the rest of the hospitals which are going to be built in India. And this hospital, this building is built by Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation. It's a huge achievement for them. 78 meters high, 1500 bed hospital, equipped with all kinds of amenities and an air ambulance also. 750 crore rupees was the budget for this, and importantly, it is linked with the Ayushman Bharat scheme. We have talked about this scheme a lot in the previous lectures, and most ambitious scheme in the health sector from the government of India. Next, the Prime Minister's office data is there. That Prime Minister inaugurated this vibrant Gujarat Summit of 2019 in Ahmedabad, in Gandhinagar. And the global trade show is the main highlight here. It's a main flagship event of this vibrant Gujarat Summit. And Ahmedabad Shopping Festival was also inaugurated. This begins today, and it's a 9th edition of Vibrant Gujarat Summit. So it's not an annual event. Okay, it was started by Mr. Modi only in 2003, and since then it has become a grand event for Gujarat and the Investors Summit as it is. And it's a 9th edition. Remember this. Main important focus here is on the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And international conference is going on. All scholars, the academics, and important personalities related to these areas, they are present here, and they all are discussing these things, and they are devising strategies that how to make India a manufacturing hub in these futuristic technologies. And apart from that, a seminar on port-led development is going on, and to establish India as a transshipment hub of Asia. You see, Gujarat is a coastal state, and the longest coastal boundary is there with the Gujarat state only, and major ports are also there. So it should become a transshipment hub of Asia, both Gujarat and India. and a seminar for opportunities in industry of defense and aerospace. Regarding that, they are also looking for opportunities, and they are integrating this mission with the Make in India initiative of the government. So anyhow, India becomes the manufacturing hub in these areas also, which are the ultimate need for a progressive India. Okay, and you see, that's all about that. Next information is from the Department of Space. This DOS comes directly under the PMO. So Narendra Modi directly look into Department of Space initiatives. You see the ISRO, ISAC, and Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Satish Dhawan Space Center. All these are under this Department of Space only. Okay. The Unnati Unispace Nano Satellite Assembly and Training Program of ISRO. This was inaugurated by Mr. Jitendra Singh, Minister of State for DOS. And nano satellites are the future. Satellites are becoming lighter, lighter, and lighter year by year. So it's going to be a great invention, and this assembly is very important because India is doing great in the space sector, and we have ambitious goals this year, Chandrayaan 2 and the starting of the Gagan Yatris and all. So these are the ambitious goals, and here this addition of nano satellites are going to be very important. You see, in the areas of security and transportation, the navigation systems, and in the military strength and all, everywhere these nano satellites are going to be extremely crucial in the future. Okay, so this Unnati is regarding the nano satellites mainly. It started in Bangalore with ISRO is organizing this event. Okay, so it's a capacity building program, and the budget allocation has been more than the previous years for the last 2-3 years. And additionally, it was the 50th anniversary of Unispace 50. What is Unispace? It was the first United Nations conference on the exploration and peaceful use of outer space. It was the main treaty for the outer space, that it should not be biased toward any nation. It would be open for the whole world. So it's the 50th anniversary of that, and that was commemorated here. And mainly this Unnati platform is going to help the developing countries to strengthen in assembling, integrating, and the testing of nano satellites. Okay, nano means smaller and smaller. So Unnati program is planned to be conducted for 3 years. It will not be completed this year. This is the first batch. In 3 years it will be completed, and here by the UR Rao Satellite Center it will be organized in 3 batches, and 45 countries will be benefiting out of it. Mainly these countries are developing nations like India. Next news is regarding the SFAC, Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortium. It is the main consortium which is about to make the goal real of doubling the farmers' income in 2022. It is the main consortium mainly working in the areas of agriculture produce marketing, eNAM project, and the e-portal facilities, which are the advanced upgradation in the area of agriculture and their product marketing. That's the main thing. So it's the autonomous institution under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare only. Okay, and now the work of connecting 415 new mandis under this eNAM project. We had discussed eNAM project. It's a digital platform where this portal will be working for the sales of agriculture produce. Okay, and all farmers will be able to check their produce and their sale, and the money will be directly transferred into their bank account. So this is going to be the totally automated portal, and it is going to be a game changer in the agriculture sector, and it is going to solve most of the problems of the agriculture sector. So by 2020 they will be adding additional 415 new mandis. Okay, it was the silver jubilee celebration of SFAC. Actually, the issues of FPO, we listen about it a lot. Farmers produce organizations, these are actually supported by this SFAC. Okay, about 5,000 FPOs are being formed by various organizations such as SFAC, NABARD, and state governments, which all are working towards agriculture and the rural development. Okay, so in the last 4 years, 551 FPOs were constituted, and 7.52 lakh small, medium, and marginal farmers have been connected with FPOs. And these FPOs are only going to help in making the goal real of the farmers who are aspiring to get a maximum price for their products. So these farmers producer organizations, these are going to help in the marketing of their product. And this SFAC has given additional responsibilities has been given. Delhi Kisan Mandi, FPO Buyer E-Interface Portal, just like the ENAM, and these all are being implemented by SFAC. And one more, and that is the one most important one, that is the ENAM project. This responsibility of ENAM is also given to SFAC only. Okay, so it is actually doing a great work in this area. And additionally, equity grant scheme, credit guarantee fund scheme, and venture capital assistance scheme, these all are being implemented by SFAC with the objective of making FPOs financially self-reliant. Today they are supporting this, but in the future they will be self-reliant. So SFAC is going to be asked for sure in this year's prelims examination. Most important information of today. Next, Ministry of Home Affairs data. Home Minister approves task force report on space technology in border management. You see, space technology, we just discussed the importance of nanosatellites. And you see, there was an announcement that ISRO is going to launch a specific satellite for MHA only, Minister of Home Affairs. And in the area of security, border management, this is going to work. It is going to provide them all kinds of navigation facilities and the imaginary and all kinds of real-time data that will be provided by this specific satellite, and the bandwidth issues and all, they will be solved. And task force is created by MHA for this particular work. And the members are from BSF, Department of Space and Border Management Division, and Border Guarding Forces, NSCS, Ministry of Defense. They all are coming on a platform, coming on a table, and they all are discussing the future use of these space technology in this border management issue. You see, a lot of things are going on, the surgical strikes and all. These all were issues of border management and the security features on the borders. So satellites are going to be the future. All the developed countries, they have their own satellites and all, specifically for this area. So we are doing as same, and all these goals will be realized: island development, border security, communication, navigation, geographical information system, operations planning systems, and border infrastructure development. These all are going to be supported by the space technology now. Okay, and central archival facility will be created by MHA, so that all kinds of data, images, and any kind of videos, these all will be stored, so that these agencies, they can access these data. So MHA will be developing this infrastructure. And the IRNSS, the India's GPS, okay, the navigation system, which is constituted of 7 specific satellites in the space, and they are giving us the NAVIC system, which is the local navigation system of India. Okay, so it will be providing the services here. And BSF has been designated as a lead agency for implementation of ground segment and network infrastructure. BSF, a specific force, okay, border security force. Next, the assistance of Department of Space is also taken here, as we discussed about the nano satellites and all. That is by Department of Space, because all the agencies like ISRO and all these Vikram Sarabhai and Satish Dhawan Space Center, all are working under Department of Space and directly under PMO. So MHA is going to take the assistance from Department of Space. Next, Ministry of Labor and Employment. The data is regarding the Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana. This Yojana was started in August 2016, and EPFO was the main issue here. What is the issue? This was announced in 16 and is being implemented by Ministry of Labor and through EPFO, Employee Provident Fund Organization. You see, when they mandated that if more than 20 workers are working in any particular mill or work area or any employment, then their registration under this EPFO is mandatory, and it's a provident fund organization. So there would be some contribution from the salary, and if the salary is less than 15,000 rupees, then government is going to give a contribution of 12%. Okay. So that was the scheme, and it was for 3 years, and it was totally Aadhaar based with no human interface scheme. Okay, it was totally an automated system, and it was for 3 years, and it started in 1st April 2016. Now the achievement that has happened, that they have crossed 1 crore milestones, 1 crore registrations has happened till now, and this scheme is going on, and the last date for this registration is 31st of March in 2019. So remember this, Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana, EPFO is the main link here, and is under the Ministry of Labor and Employment. It is implementing this scheme. Okay. Next, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. It is regarding the DDRS scheme, Deen Dayal Disabled Rehabilitation Scheme. This scheme started way back in 1999, and especially for the disabled people. You see, our focus is too much now if we compare it with the past. So on the disabled people, a lot of schemes are there. The act also came regarding that, and now the regional conference is happening for this DDRS scheme because it is revised in 2018. After 19, it is revised in 2018, and for this information regarding this revision, it is given under this regional conference which is happening in Mumbai, and ultimately the national conference will happen in New Delhi. Okay, it's important because they are giving financial assistance to NGOs who are working for education and rehabilitation of persons with disabilities, importantly. Okay, so it's a central sector scheme, totally by center, and it is working since 1999, revised in 2018, and implemented since April 18. That's important for you. Next, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Shahari Smriddhi Utsav will be there from 1st to 15th February 2019. And you see the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana is there both for rural and urban areas. This is the urban component, National Urban Livelihood Mission. So it is having the focus of livelihood mainly for the poor people. So the person who is there on the end of the chain and who is the poorest one, weakest one, that should be getting benefit under this scheme, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. Okay, so the Uday of the Ant means the progress of the last. That's the main aim here under this DAY scheme. So the urban component is there. So the important information from the exam point of view only is there would be a Shahari Sahbagita Manch that is proposed, and the self-help groups and urban local bodies, they will be having regular meetings, and job melas will be there in cities which are having more than 5 lakh population. So jobs are the main agenda here under the livelihood mission, and if cities are having more than 5 lakh population, job melas will be there. And all smaller details are there. These are not much of importance. Important is it is by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and that DAY NRLM, National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is run by Ministry of Poverty and all. Sorry, Ministry of Rural Development. Okay, so these are two important ministries working for this main scheme of Antyodaya Yojana. Next, data from the Prime Minister's office, where Mr. Mirziyoyev, who is the president of Uzbekistan, capital is Tashkent, where Lal Bahadur Shastri ji died in 1966. Okay, same country of Central Asia, where this first India Central Asia dialogue happened in 12 to 13 January 2019. Samarkand is a city in Uzbekistan only. So this was the background of it, and the Gujarat Global Summit which is going on. Here the main guest is Uzbekistan's president. So Prime Minister Modi, he greeted him and thanked for the India Central Asia dialogue. That's important news. And you see, these are all for today. Not much news is there. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the yearly review of Ministry of WCD, Women and Child Development. Okay, so MCQs, try them. These are important, and I hope some of them will appear in the prelims examination this year. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Saini.